Testing, testing. It's been a minute. Let's see. It is Happy Tuesday. Welcome. I decided to go live. Not because necessarily I thought that anybody would show up, but because, gosh, I'm rusty. I probably should come on more often, but I don't. So, good evening. I know probably there's so much going on, the YouTube airways. So, I wanted to come on live to just talk about catching up on stuff. So, and I thought that after my last video, which was pretty heavy, I thought maybe I'd have a much better lighter video to do. So, welcome. Good evening. It is Tuesday. It is 7:30 here in Northwest Indiana, Chicago, and I hope you are doing well. So I need to change my avatar because I don't look like that anymore. My avatar on my YouTube page is there, but here on StreamYard, I did not update it. So it is what it is. So who knows, somewhere along the line, you'll see it, but I'm going to do what I normally do, which is I'll go on cam and then I'm going to talk for a few minutes. I'm not going to keep it very long. And then, enjoy the rest of your evening with all of the YouTube shenanigans that may be going on. All right. So let's do this. Hopefully I am being heard. I'd hate the idea that I've been talking for like almost 3 minutes and it's been mute. So hopefully not. So like I said, I need to update this avatar on StreamYard because I don't look like that anymore. So here we go. Hello. Yes. So I cut my hair. As you can see, I'm due for a haircut. I probably should have done it on Thursday when I'm going to be having my haircut. But if you follow me on IG, you'll see where I cut my hair, my fresh haircut. So, yep, it is all gone. Check it out, check it out, check it out. And then I went and I dyed it. It was, mahogany red brown. So when I did it, it was really, really bright. I did not think it was going to be as bright as it was. But now that my hair has been growing back in, it's kind of tempered down. But I got really great responses on it. And people love it. So I love it. I'm happy with it. I'm getting another haircut. And so I'm going to be rocking this for a while. And it's really nice with all of my busy time that I have. I have a pretty busy life. And one of the things was really just trying to get my hair together when after working out, because for those of you who have followed me for quite some time, know that I'm at the gym at 5 a.m. So I'm up really, really early. And I'm not going to be long because I got to get back home and get a bite to eat and go to bed because 3:30 rolls around pretty early. So I just wanted to show you, what your girl's working with. So so that's it. So I will fix my avatar and, whatever. It ain't going to stop no show. Okay. So that's where we are. So I hope you're doing well. And this video is about my Mexico vacation. So some of you may know another content creator named Dee Ramsey, also known as Lotus Flower. That's what she likes to be called more often now. And for those of you who are also subscribers or fellow content creators who have been watching her know that she moved to Mexico. And she did a video several weeks back, talking about, her journey and the things that has she's gone through, and kind of really her metamorphosis of sorts. And she ended up going to Mexico. And for those of you who may or may not know, my son passed away in November of last year. And I have been grieving, as a mother would grieve the loss of her child. It was not something that we had expected. And I've been going through my own journey. So she had extended an invitation, and I got in touch with her. And we started corresponding more back and forth. And I got my ticket and ended up in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen. So I went. It happened to be my birthday weekend, and my birthday was March 7th. And I was still really struggling at work as far as going back to work. I know a lot of people thought that it was too soon for me to go back, but you know, life does go on, and trying to get my new footing. And this just came at a great time. And I just thought, let's see where it goes. And I went on for my birthday. So first, I see there's 3 people who that are online. Thank you. I can't see any comments. So if you haven't sent any comments, that's okay. I really just want to know if I can be heard, because it's been a while since I've been on StreamYard, and I really don't know if anyone can hear me. So I'm just going to put down, can you hear me? And if anyone wants to respond, that would be great. So, but for now, I'm just going to keep on talking. So I went to Mexico the weekend, from Thursday to Sunday, March 9th through the 12th. And I have to say, it was really good food for the soul. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So it was really good food for the soul. So I just want you to know, from Chicago Midway to Cancun, a straight flight was only 3 hours and 45 minutes. So that was really, like, why not? I mean, the flight wasn't long. So the flight was great, and Dee has set up this beautiful young lady to come pick me up from the airport. And we had a wonderful time talking for about 45 minutes. So she drove me to her place. And I just have to tell you that I don't think that I had gotten such a warm welcome as great as I did when I drove down the street. And so Dee kind of met us outside. She could see the cars. She met us outside, and us meeting each other face to face for the first time, I have to tell you, it was almost like 2 people who had been together once and reuniting. She gave me such a fantastic, warm welcome. I mean, we hugged, we were laughing. It was just, I just knew that we were going to have a fantastic trip. And her daughter happened to be there as well. And so it was the 3 amigas. So tres amigas. So I got to meet her beautiful daughter, and so that was Thursday. I had such a fantastic, warm welcome. I can't think of a time in a long time that I got greeted with such friendship and such warmth and so inviting that it was just, I knew it was going to be off to a great start. So we got there and we sat and talked and, did some things. And she her and her daughter fixed this really beautiful lunch, and we just got to talking and all that. And then she had some plans for us for that evening, and she brought this wonderful woman, Kimberly, who has a place called the Chakra Bar, which I had made an appointment to be there on that Friday. So she came to the house and we talked for hours and gave us what was called this sound bath. And it was a meditative, all I can say is the experience was the roller coaster of sensory just excitement. So we're laying down on the floor, as yoga, covered up in blankets, and we're given, this music and just sounds and vibrations, and it was just a smorgasbord of sensory. I didn't know what to expect, but it was a really fantastic experience. And then we hung out and talked and got to know each other. And so that was Thursday. Friday was my appointment I had with Kimberly at the Chakra Bar, and she's on IG. And she talked to me, prepped me for what I was going to experience. And then I had my session there. And, oh, you listen to sound baths here? Oh my gosh. I mean, let me just tell you. Okay. So I had never heard of sound baths, right? So the experience that I had, because I didn't know what to expect. So when it was over, okay, it took me a long time to come down from that because it was such a, like my whole body was fully intensified with the experience. And in this meditative state, I felt things. It almost felt like acupuncture with my body. We're in the dark and we're my eyes are closed, but in that I saw colors and figures and shapes, and it was just from head to toe. It was intense, but a good intense. I'm going to try to find something similar in Chicago, but for my first experience, it was pretty remarkable. So that was that. And we went to the Chakra. I went to the Chakra Bar on Friday, and then of course after that we went to the beach. So we went to the beach because she says after having that type of session, hydrate and then really absorb some vitamin D. And so we were out on the beach for a really good time, and we talked and everything. So incidentally, I got a front a front view show of sex on the beach. So there was this couple that was having a full-on sex, and the beach was crowded. And I'm thinking to myself, am I looking at what I think I'm looking at? Yes, I was. Yeah. And I'm busy talking to Dee and her daughter, and I'm talking, and I have my sunglasses on, but I am talking, and I'm talking in a manner so not to give away that I'm like watching this woman, take care of her man. But hey, we're in Mexico, and I guess I guess, I mean, and it wasn't like a quick session. Like she was going on and on and on and on and on and on. I had to tell them afterwards, but her daughter said, "Oh, I think I saw it too." But I got a full show. Anyway, so we did that. Dee took me to all of her spots, so all the great places that I've watched her on IG. Let me tell you, the fish was amazing. The food was amazing. The fresh juices were amazing. And I just ate well and no alcohol, but drank well. And we had a good time. And we just really bonded and really, you know, vibed really well. And then let's see what happened. Saturday, we had a day at the spa, and we were in downtown Fifth Avenue. And we were at the spa, and we did this hydrotherapy, which essentially going from one mode of water to another. So we went into the hot steam room, and then we rinsed off, and then we went into the sauna, and then you rinse off, and then you go in the pool, and the pool has all of these different jets, and you can like lay down and lounge, and then you had this one that you sat. I call it the sit and spin, because it was like, think of like some old Russian, Swedish women like pounding on your lower body. It was kind of intense for me, so I passed on that. But I went on the one where it was kind of like a waterfall, a stream. Hey, Starvell. A waterfall, a stream of water, and it just hits your back, and you just kind of rinse and repeat. And they had, spa water. You could get hot tea and all that stuff. So that was fun. And while we were in the sauna, you just had casual conversation. My skin felt so good. So I will tell you that when I got back, I went back to work on Monday, and everyone thought I looked fantastic. And I was like, I was getting good vitamin D therapy. But truly, between sweating and being hydrated and having just the good, fantastic sun hit my body all day long, really did my spirit good. I mean, it's really what I needed. And then we stayed at this Airbnb, which was phenomenal. It was at a resort. And I really wish that I'd had another day to stay there. It was beautiful, beautiful. It was fantastic. So Dee, I mean, she just treated me so well. She was such a fantastic hostess. Her daughter is such a beautiful soul. And it was her first time visiting her mom. And I really, she had been there a few days before, and she ended up staying a few days after. But I really felt, thank you so much for letting me share your mom. And, because I know how sometimes daughters can be very possessive of their moms. But, we had really a really good time. So, that was my trip. And incidentally, it was during the time where the news reports was talking about the 4 Americans that had been attacked, but that was nowhere near Playa del Carmen. And I will just tell you, based on a full flight going there and back, no one was really concerned. It's spring break. And so there were a lot of families, a lot of little kids on the plane going to Cancun, because it flew into Cancun airport. and no one seemed to be concerned. Now, anytime you go anywhere, I don't care where you're at, I don't even care if it's in your own neighborhood, going to the store, you should be aware of your surroundings. Definitely so. But where I stayed, a beautiful location, lots of tourists were there, and yeah, I just had a fantastic time. So my friends were saying, why are you going to go for that quick of a time? And all I can tell you is, sometimes you need to kind of unplug. It doesn't necessarily have to be 7 days. I mean, I left early in the morning. My flight was at like 8:30 in the morning. And I arrived there at a good time of the day. And I flew back home. I was home by 4 o'clock on Sunday. Plenty of time. And I flew during daylight, that was daylight savings time weekend. So I flew home and went to work on Monday, and I was excited. I'm thinking, shoot, I would love to do another trip, because Thursday to Sunday, that was good. And I didn't have any expectations other than sun and good food. And neither one of those things, oh, I'll take it back. Sun, good food, and good conversation. And none of those things I was disappointed in. So um if you don't have a lot of time, make the most of the time that you have. And I felt like I did. Dee was so I'm a pretty hands-off kind of guest. As long as I know where the bathroom and the food is, you really don't have to babysit me. I'm not needy. And my room was beautiful. And yeah, it was just, I have nothing bad to say. I had such a great experience going to Mexico, because I hadn't been there in over 20 years. And we got to see the nightlife. And let me just tell you, Dee doesn't meet a stranger, okay? She doesn't meet a stranger. I got to meet some really cool people, but just her presence alone, when she meets people, they're not a stranger. And we had great encounters with some really cool people while we were at the at the spa for the hydrotherapy. There was a bachelorette party there, and just a small world. We were just talking about different spas, and everybody kind of knew the spas that they were talking about. Found a new location to go to, so that was great. And Dee was so gracious. She gifted me some things, and just been checking on me to see how I've been. So it was a great experience. I enjoyed myself. It was what I needed at that particular time. And sometimes you just have to do what your spirit tells you. And I'm really glad I did. And yeah, so I hope that this is a better video, because there's no way to really talk about death in a manner that can be uplifting necessarily. But I did do my video, hopefully to help those who are grieving know that grief is experiencing, love that's been lost, and it's okay. And there's going to be highs and lows, and don't do it alone. And I want people to know that the best remedy to handle your grieving process. Thank you. I had a great time. And I did get home safely to cold weather in Chicago. But I think the antidote of grief is truly lean on people. Don't isolate yourself. Lean on and lean in to your feelings. Thank you. Lean in and lean on to those who want to extend a hand. And I feel very fortunate. Like I say, I've I have a tribe of people, people who really have stepped up and really just poured into me um, in ways that I had never even expected. And I think that that is the best gift that I have received um, in light of my loss. So I know people say life goes on, but life just looks different. And I'm not healed, not by far, and but it's okay. But when I can find the ways to um, unplug and deal with my own um, self-care and ways to find ways to manage myself in self-care and have those tools in my toolbox, the healthier I'll be and the better that I'll be for other people. And hopefully, in light of my own loss, people can see that, um, healing has to take place because life does move on. And the best thing that I can do to honor my son, his legacy of him being my firstborn, and, as a woman, as a mother, the best thing that I can do for myself is to take care of myself. And that's the gift that I have to give to myself because people still need me and I'm still needed. And, but I need to be healthy. So that was one of the things that I decided to do. And I just kind of wanted to let you know what my trip was like and kind of give you another update of how I've been. So that's it. I'm not going to keep you long, and I will make a point to come back online. I don't know when, but of course, as I say, when I have something I feel that is, you know, of substance to share, that's when I come online. So I hope that this reaches someone in good spirits. I hope that you may find value in the video. Just to let you know, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm okay. And take care of yourself and each other. Thank you so much for those of you who stepped in and checked me out. I appreciate it. I know I'm not online very often, but that's okay. I'm living life, and so should you. So you can always follow me on IG because I'm there on IG a lot. But take care of yourself and each other. Have a great night and be well. Bye.